organic nomenclature number 6, lesson number 6, is on halogenoalkanes and cyclic alkanes. So, your halogens, that's group 17. So, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. Okay, this is going to be a little different because we're not going to use a suffix here, we're going to use a prefix. And these prefixes hopefully will make a lot of sense. For fluorine, we're going to use the prefix fluoro. Notice fluorine has the flu. Okay, for chlorine, chloro, bromo, and iodo. That one just sounds funny. Okay, so how's this look? Well, let's try this one. So I'm going to count my carbons, 1, 2, 3. So that's pro. They're all single bonded, so this is going to be propane. But we need to address this chlorine. And we need to say where it is, because where it is actually is going to matter in terms of reactivity. So this is on carbon 1, 2. 2, chloropropane. And if I were to condense the structure, it would just be CH3, CHCl, CH3. Well, what if we had more than one halogen on there? Okay, let's try this one. Fill in all my hydrogens, because remember, you're supposed to draw all your hydrogens to get credit. I know it's tedious, but sorry. Okay, so here we go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's hept. It's all single bonded, so heptane. I have 1, 2 fluorines, and I need to put their numbers. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. This is carbon number 2. Carbon number 4. So this is going to be 2, 4 difluoroheptane. And so if I were to do a condensed structure, it'd be CH3, CHF, CH2, CHF, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay. Well, what if they were different? What if, I'm not going to draw out all my hydrogens this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I've still got my 7. I'm going to say this one is fluorine and this one is bromine. Well, that would be 2 bromo, 4 fluoroheptane. Okay. So those are our halogens. Moving on, our cyclic, meaning like circle. Well, these we're going to use the prefix cyclo. So, for instance, I have this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. It's an alkane, there's nothing there. So this is just me, cyclobutane. Now, what if there's a functional group on there? Let's say we have remember, carbon always bonds 4 times. Okay, so notice we've got a bunch of hydrogens and we've got 1 iodine. Well, we would assign numbers as needed, and we're going to assign it the lowest number, because remember, this guy can rotate, so this is going to be carbon number 1. Okay, that just looks confusing with all the I's and H's in there, but that's a 1. So we could call this 1 iodocyclopentane, because there's 5 carbons. Now, we don't actually have to have the 1 here, because no matter if there's just that 1, it's automatically 1. Okay, now, what if I were, I'm going to grab a different pen color. I'm going to replace this hydrogen with an iodine. Well, when I do that, then we need to definitely include the numbers, because we need to know how far apart these are spaced. Okay, and we're going to number this. I could either go counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, or I could go clockwise, 1, 2, 3. We want to give it the lowest numbers possible, so this would be 1, 3, diiodo, yeah, that just rolls off the tongue, cyclopentane. And there you go, cyclic compounds.